All right, can everybody stand for the pledge of allegiance? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And provost.
All right, we had a few little ones left to do, so we'll just zip through those for us. We're really close on the numbers. I don't anticipate either end is gonna change, but we're very, very close. Utilities, I have that the budget committee put in 148,408, is that right? Yep. All right, and the selectmen have 151,651. And the difference on that one, the budget committee felt that I believe it was the electric bill could come down a little bit. That's the difference. So I don't know if the selectmen would like to change their number or leave their number alone. I think Stephanie, you guys had looked at a trend on that one.
Yep. It was the electricity line. I think you all had 18,000, you dropped it to 15,000.
In the last 3 years, we haven't gone over that 15.
No, it was like 14,486.
Okay.
1 year it was 15,400,
Okay.
but the trend was below.
Right now, we're at 70% spent.
Yeah, and
So
we're
that's
almost,
pretty good.
yeah.
So
So I think if the selectmen wanted to change their number, I think it'd be a safe one.
I make a motion that we reduce our electricity line to match the budget committee.
I'll second that, and it's streetlights we're talking about,
Yes, yes.
well, just so that it's clear to the public that.
All right, all in favor? Rick? Yes, no? No?
No.
No, we've only got 3, so it fails. Yeah,
But we have, isn't it the quorum of what's here?
it is, but when you only have 3, you have to all agree.
So you said we're in utilities?
Yeah,
utilities,
Why would you all have to agree, just curious? Going to be the majority, no matter what?
it's not.
still a quorum.
I've sat on, we ran our select board with 3 for a long time, and we all had to agree on everything, or it dies.
So we're over 1,000 already?
It's not a good time when you have one that says no. Yes.
But you're already over 1,000
We're over budget in the electric
Under.
line?
under budget.
Right, we're lowering ours.
Doing 38,
Yes. 30?
30,
No,
30,
not
70, 23. This is the streetlights. You're at 70%.
You got them straightened out in?
Oh, yeah, that's on the survey.
Oh.
Yeah, it's at, the budget was
looking at the wrong one.
15,000, you guys
It
have
was
only
over
spent
budget.
10,500.
That's why.
Hold on, you make changes, folks.
Are you joining the dark side, or are you gonna stay?
I don't want the lights to go out.
I think it'll be okay.
The dark
All right,
side.
yeah, no,
I think
I was
it'll be
on looking at something else.
All right, so we're gonna change that to 148,408. Is that what you have, or is it 400?
We are 148,408.
One,
408.
we're all in agreement?
Okay, you agreed.
What is that? This number.
To make that 15,000.
15?
Okay.
Yeah. There's something on
I'll fix mine. I've been fixing mine the next day.
Nancy, go to the home tab at the top of the screen. And then see that little weird E just above the column you have highlighted?
Yeah.
Hit that. I'm sorry, before you do that, click in the bright green box,
And then the break.
hit delete. Now hit that's,
Now,
Weird
we on
E.
Summit.
yep. And then click on the 15,000. No, you got out of
I'll
it.
put 2015.
No, you have to,
Hold on.
okay, well, it's, yep, click on the 15, drag it to the 133,
Drag it down off.
and then hit enter. There you go, 148,408.
All right, that's that one. Organizations, budget committee has 21,322, correct?
Yes,
And selectmen have 20,600. Can you remember what that difference was, what you guys had in there that we didn't?
I'll in 2 seconds. Organizations, so we have 6,500 for the AvCog membership.
Yep.
6,700, I think I have this backwards. The main municipal membership is 6,500. AvCog was 67. Dam is 3,000. Mountaineers was 1,500. Veterans, the community festivities was 1,422.
You brought that up to 1,500, that was wonderful.
So we brought it down to 1,422 because we have the flag at 619, the parade at 803, and the electric bill is paid by Public Works. Mark?
Electric bills on the cemetery is paid by, the lead paid by the lead, I'm not sure which account it came out of,
It does, and then we have to pay them back.
which account to take it out of.
That went under that same budget, on organizations.
Because that cemetery is not owned by the town.
No, but they figured it was when they put the light in, that we had to pay. That we would pay the electricity bill to light the flag at the cemetery.
And then we had 2,200 for Mott's Point.
2,200?
Yep,
Okay, that's.
You've been paying for it.
and that's based on the plaque and et cetera, et cetera.
Phone number.
And what did you guys have prior?
We had 20,600. All right, so do the selectmen want to raise theirs up to 21,322? Did the budget committee want to bring theirs down? Or did everybody want to leave them alone?
I'm not interested.
Their biggest difference was
Okay.
Mark's Point. They have a lower number than we do, but when we discussed it, because of taking out what he originally asked for, taking out the porta potties and the public works, and then to get the plaque that was at like the middle of his scale.
Yeah, the
That's
plaque
why
was 2,200.
That's why we left it.
Yeah, that's why we upped the 14 to 2,200 because the
Okay.
plaque cost was.
So you want to leave your number where it is? Okay.
Is that what we all want to do?
Okay, and then nonprofits, budget committee has 9,800, selectmen have 10,200. So that had something to do with, that was the historical society, wasn't it?
Yes.
Stephanie?
We brought ours up.
Historical Society was at 600 based on, is it Jim? Jim, Jim's presentation, he asked for 600 or $590, we
Right.
rounded it to 6.
Yeah, and the selectmen rounded it, brought it up to 1,000, so that's where our difference is. So,
Was there a rationale for that?
Yeah, it gives all this time for nothing. We figured we'd give them a little more.
little more to work with.
It's
Right, not only that, but it's,
specifically for the materials for the,
Right.
to repair the stones.
Correct.
And he had gotten gravel before, I think, from
Public
the
works.
town,
Yeah.
but he can't count on that again.
Right.
Yes,
So this covered the purchase of
he
some
has
of
it.
that.
He has, gravel's there.
Gravel's already there. Yeah, that's already a confirmation, so he was only asking for $590.
Okay, so do the selectmen want to change their number back down to the 9,800 to match the budget committee, or do you want to leave your number alone?
I'll make a motion to decrease it back to the 9,800.
Okay, so that is, well, okay, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All right, discussion? All right, in favor? All of you, okay. So that was How much did you have in that line? Seven?
$600 was on the historical society.
Okay.
You guys had 1,000 in historical, we had 600. So it was $40.
Yeah. It's working on, so but I think that's it.
And all.
All right, fire department.
I need to go through that.
I'm sorry?
You want the information for the fire?
Yeah, please.
Okay. And I've got the sheet for the pass out because it has the rates for all the years, so.
Is it 10.2 for
It's 10.2
for fire?
for fire.
Okay. And 13 point something for police?
No.
14.1. Okay, so we don't need to make an adjustment on fire, but we already had that 10.2 in there.
All right, so the selectmen have 914,571 for fire. What does the budget?
We have 930,901.
What was this last number?
903,571.
903,901, 930,901.
That's you?
That's us.
Yeah, but ours,
Theirs
Oh.
higher than ours.
ours is 903,571.
No, 914,571. Unless there's something. Okay, it is 903,571. What did we change?
We took up 11,000.
Okay, there it is. 903.
What's that? Fire.
All right, so
You guys had to have taken out more than that.
I think
That's
we're gonna have to,
11,000.
we're gonna have to go through and figure out what
Okay.
the differences are.
So full-time wages, we had 311,503.
311,
503.
303, 711. And I don't recall that we changed that at all.
Did we change ours to reflect higher salary for the chief position to try and attract the chief, or was that PD?
No,
that's
we had
PD.
left that
PD.
alone.
PD.
So what do you have for, oh, maybe we started off with wrong numbers. What do you have for current wages? Do you have that listed somewhere?
It also included, there was the stipend was in here too.
Okay, so you added the
That was
longevity stuff
in the full-time wages.
So we don't have the 311,503?
So we do, that's what we had.
We have 303, 711.
Yeah, so I think ours was the wages with a 2% increase plus,
2% or 3%?
two, and the stipends.
So if you add your. Here on your list.
What are you adding in for stipends?
I believe it's that officer pay. Is it the 23,440 that you added to it?
So,
It's a $7,792 difference.
No, that's not it.
It's
It's $7,792 difference.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Well, full-time wages is different. We had 311.
That's what we thought.
Right,
yeah,
so the
that's what we're on
full-time,
right now.
you guys have written down what you used for the base wages that you built off of?
We used the pay sheet that we were provided from.
The 74,100 and the 53,560 and that one?
We need bigger tables down here.
I don't know where it was.
That's myself. But I'll share.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
We use
Up on that one.
fire department pay.
32 is up there.
Okay. So can you tell? I have that sheet. I don't even know if
So I
have that
think
sheet.
it's, if you add the 70,000 the 53,000, the 53,000, the 55, the 55, plus the stipend. That's where we got the, sorry.
Now, you didn't add the percentage increase at first, did you? That's actual numbers right now, without the increase.
You get into payroll.
No, I think it,
Because I'm looking up there and I'm seeing the
Fire
chief at
department
76.
wages. Because there's, what they have is
yeah,
different
but
than
what's
what I
weird is
have.
because
so
we
I'm gonna
have
make
the
sure that
55,
my rate-
167.
So,
Yeah, we do.
but look up chief to be,
55,
yeah, you want the chief,
167.
yeah, look up Nick's first.
7400.
That's what I have, but I don't think that's what they have. So
Yeah, what we had.
On our notes, we have 70.
Yeah, so, and I think that's not, I don't think that's right.
That's not what he's getting paid now. Getting paid 74.
I think so.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I wanted to go into payroll and not, because I want to make sure my numbers are right. So what sheet did you guys use for me?
It says this
So that's what we got
fire
initially.
department payroll.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because even like in the notes from our first meeting, when Laura was adding notes into the workbook, that's what we had here, was 70. And then 2 firefighters at 53,560 each, and 2 firefighters at 55,167 each.
So I've got the two at 53,560, but the other number's off as well. I'm having to look in payroll.
Yeah, it's, from this sheet, just the chief is 74,100
Yes, yes.
from this sheet.
Okay, and that's what I have,
His
74,100.
salary.
Okay. And then you just said you had two at 53,560.
Yep,
So then I've got those, but then I have two at 56,821.96,
Yeah,
so
we got-
56,822.
we have 55,167.
Oh, that's close.
You know what, 56, 821?
I do, I've got two at
Because
that.
that one should be Chris Foster.
For Nick,
Yep,
his weekly is 14.25, but it's 35.65 per hour.
not yearly is what I want.
74.1.
Okay. So that's gonna create a little bit of a difference. And look up the other full-timers for me and give you the yearly totals.
We got Foster, Stevens, DeForge.
We should have two 56, 821. And I believe about two full-timers. Oh, right there. That shows.
Okay, the chief's at 74.
74,100.
So.
This might
We had two at 53,560.
Correct.
Do you want the stipend in that too?
No, I
No,
just want
just-
wages.
Wage.
Yeah, for the yearly wages.
Got it.
So there really should be two at the 56,821.96.
That's right, that is correct.
56.
Then I was going to say I have,
Right.
I have Foster at 56.8.
56,821.96.
Right,
So we'll call it
Those are
822.
the two original full-timers, so we're on the
That's-
same pay schedule.
And then two at 53,560.
Yes.
Yes.
And then Holly, do you have the stipends total at 23,000?
I might not be able to pick that right up.
there's more than one person that picked that. I'd have to go look at their sheet upstairs, that it's on my salary sheet.
But yeah,
George, you have your
23,440.
Yeah. So
George has the salary.
450.77, 450.77 a week,
It doesn't have any of the other two.
23,440.04.
Yeah.
And then on those numbers, Raquel, on the
Yep.
74, the 53, the 56, is that already including the increase for FY '27?
No, that's the base pay, that's what they're getting paid now. Selectmen gave them a 3%, but if you guys are doing 2% across the board, then your numbers will be a little different than ours.
Yeah, so the first meeting, I got 70 for the chief.
Yeah.
53, 560 for one full-timer, 53, 560 for the second, 55, 167 for the third, 55, 167 for the fourth.
Yeah, the 53,560 was right from the beginning, if your other three are off.
So without that increase, it should be right now 293,860.
Correct, yep. So then with the 2%, that'll bring it up to 300,761. And then we were using 23,000 for the stipend number. That brings our full-time line to 323,761.
So the 311's not even right?
No, the 311 would move to the 323,761.
Yeah, we're still higher
But no higher
than
than
2%. Yeah.
Well, but they don't have stipends in their line there.
Right, we have a separate line for stipends.
Oh,
Yeah,
We just didn't
yeah, why did we
combine.
have this thing?
Yeah, I think we should put the stipend in the second line.
Yeah.
323,761.
We do have a stipend.
Right, but she's saying
She
that
just
our
added-
full-time wages are including that stipend amount.
Yeah, there was
So what was
something.
our full-time wages?
The stipend, when you add it up for the 52 weeks, is 21,360.
Is there any other payments that fire gets?
Just the stipend.
So the stipends, full-time wages and part-time wages, and that is it? Okay. What do you guys have for part-time wages?
Hold on, let me just count that.
Part-time wages, 197,973.24.
We have 208,973.
We just look at 30 cents. So 97.9.
Yeah, I would round it all up.
Roughly 294,862.
Yep. 294,864.
For part-time wages?
No, for the full-time.
Oh,
It's
I got
56,
294,862.
yeah.
You have two at 53,560 and two at 56,822.
821.
21.
Right, but then there's change, so it really brings it up to 822. Because it was like 90 something cents, so I rounded up.
So 64 then. For,
For the 1,030.
Huh?
1,038. For like Mars to Forge. 1,038 times 52 is 53,560.
Yep, so we have two firefighters at that rate.
There's the next.
you have your wages switched, so you can move on, yes.
Yeah, but that now changes our bottom number
Yeah,
to 945,409.
all right, I'm gonna keep going and figure out where else the differences are.
So where are you guys at?
So, part-time wages.
We skipped over overtime wages, we zeroed those out. I don't know what we did.
We don't have overtime.
Okay.
So we have now with recalculating, right? So the base rate with the 2%, we're at 323,761 for full-time,
323, what?
761.
Just for my own clarification, did that include our stipends?
No.
Okay,
Hold on now, let me go double check
It's
again.
got to,
sorry.
No, you're fine.
because we're at 303.
Our
Number
our
10.
part-time wages, there's a note next to it that says includes the 11,000.
Hold on. No, wait a minute. Our full-time wages, sorry, everybody, is gonna total now 300,761.
All right, and you didn't put anything into overtime?
No, I didn't have an overtime one.
You took it out, but Austin said they
Oh,
put it
we
into.
put 11,000 in part-time for.
Yeah, it's in our notes at the end. It says, includes 197,973 for part-time and then 11,000 for OT.
Yep, that's in the part-time wages, so that's why we're at 208,973.
We'll take the overtime out.
So you just added the overtime.
But I mean, are they paid overtime?
No, I don't really know.
But could they be in the next calendar year?
But if they're part-time, how do you get overtime? You can't get overtime if you're part-time.
And actually, the overtime was, my assumption was overtime was for full-time wages.
Yeah.
So, my theory on that was hire per diems to cover vacant shifts for vacation, things like that.
So we already have like, what,
Yeah,
we already have like 39.
Yeah, he's saying you use some of them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, he said hire me.
Yeah, no, he meant use the ones you have, yeah.
So then, do we want to reduce our part-time line to back to the 197,973 and take out the 11,000?
Yeah.
Everybody?
What's that new number? Sorry, I didn't write it down.
197,973.
And then 7,
All right, the stipends are at
We're
23.
still off on 7, full-time wages, all right?
well, we're gonna because they did 3%, and you guys are doing 2, so we're not gonna equal out on some of this stuff.
Our full-time is 300,761.28.
300,761. I round, it just makes it look simple.
No, I didn't hurt my heart.
All right, your stipends at 23,440,
Oh, yep,
okay,
So
6,000,
yep, 400 for travel.
you did 400 for travel, we did 350.
Yeah. It's been 350 for a while and nothing's coming down, so.
Okay.
53,262 for main purse,
Yeah, those are gonna be different.
32, 17.
32,375, 75,72 for Medicare, 2611 for family leave.
Yeah, that's gonna be different, because you guys did a 2%.
Then we have 6,000 for the medical opt-out, 77,124 for health
Did
insurance.
you add in the 6,000 for the medical opt-out?
We added a line.
Alright.
77,124 for employer paid home. 15,000 for workers' comp, 4,000 for unemployment, 120 for paid life. 12,000 for property insurance. 1,088 for EMS firefighter coverage. 2,250 for medical testing. 1,320 for membership fees. 5,000 for cell phone. 12,000 for heat. 7,000 for electricity.
Hold on one second.
Yep.
Because we don't have general liability on ours, so I was trying to write down yours.
We don't have general, we have property.
You guys lumped
We
it all
also don't
together,
have
so you took these 3 and put it all together and it equals 12,000.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Water for $750, sewer for $850, internet for $1,300.
So each one of these numbers are different than ours.
By a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you guys, I don't think we're gonna come together, well, we're not gonna come together because they did 2% and you guys did 3%, so I think you just,
The other one I had a question on was the employer paid health.
Yep.
Theirs was significantly lower than ours. But
yeah, it's 77, right?
We have 77 plus the 6,000 for the opt-out.
So it really is, I think it's.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still 8,000 off of you guys.
Yeah. But we don't have the opt-out though.
I know,
Yeah.
So it's.
no, but if you add ours together,
We're at 83,000.
yeah,
So it's.
so it's
So that's-
$2,000 more than ours.
Does somebody have a family plan? At the fire department? Yeah, that's probably the difference. Yeah.
Yes, there's, the Forge, as a family plan.
Yeah.
And how many opt-outs
Did you
are
take
there?
that into consideration? That was a family plan? Probably not. Yeah, see, no, that's what
That's what we plan for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's, I'm pretty sure it's just the warrants, but let me just double check, because I think that's, Stevens that does that.
I know they.
They only have one on there, so this is
All right, so does either the budget committee or the selectmen want to change their number, or is everybody staying with what they have?
We're at 905, 170. What are you all at?
Oh, you're at 905, 170 now?
We're at 903, 571.
905 what?
905, 170.
How did you guys come down so much?
I thought we were 914.
Because I
I just
took
changed
the
it.
$23,000 out and the $11,000 out.
Still?
We're at, ours is 903, 571.
Which I had, but then somebody said 914,
All right, those are close.
571.
Is everybody comfortable with the numbers they have? Selectmen, yes, budget committee, yes, comfortable where
We
you're
want
at?
to just match them so it's easier on the warrant.
I mean, we can if you guys want to go that way.
My only concern is they did 3%, we did 2%, my
Right.
number is still higher.
Yeah.
I don't want to short the department somewhere else, because, I mean, that money's got to be made up somewhere. I mean, if you total it all up, there's a $5,000 difference somewhere.
Well, it's from all the,
No, there's a,
Well, yeah.
Right there.
Their fuel is higher than ours. Their trade supplies is higher than ours.
We increased water.
Well, we decreased fuel and increased fleet maintenance, it looks like. Well, where?
Okay. It's fine to stay where you are, I mean, they're close, so.
it's a $1,599 difference from ours to them. So basically $1,600 difference.
Right,
But if you account the 3% raise, that's an extra $3,000 they have in payroll.
Oh, I get what you're saying, I'm
Comes
just
from us,
letting you know
so
what's
it's
the
actually
difference.
like $4,500 difference.
So where is the difference?
That's-
Well, so like if we look, they have fleet maintenance, I think was one of the lines for 30,000 and we have it for 32,000. Fuel, they have it 15, we're at 12.
The training supplies are at 750, we're at 550.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's some other lines.
So I think it's safe to say that you guys can just leave your number, and we'll just leave our number, and they're not that far apart that people can just decide which one they want. I mean, they're very
They're
close.
not.
It's-
They're gonna ask.
Right, they're
There'll
gonna
be a million
ask.
questions
That's
why.
why I'm saying.
Oh, they're gonna ask about the $200. Okay.
To me, it makes sense. that-
So
Okay.
it's actually 2 hours to the meeting.
Right. I'll make a motion for the budget committee to match the select board at 903,571.
Can we,
Oh, right.
can we go up to your heat line?
your heat is higher.
Very higher.
You have what?
11,712.
Because we've already expended that in the budget.
Yes,
We've already expended 11 feet right now.
so in the original budget paperwork, heat was at 10,000. When we looked at the spending trend, we increased it up to 12.
And that's the thing, there's a little bit on each line that's different.
Well, then, do the selectmen want to raise theirs up to 905, 170 and meet them, so there's not a bunch of questions?
Well, Angie did the motion on the floor.
Yeah, I already did that motion on the floor.
Either way,
What's the select board's total? 903?
571, yeah.
It's basically $1,600 difference.
I will second. the
But
motion.
are they still gonna get the 3%? Because we said 3. They said two.
Yeah.
We said two.
Yes.
That's
The money's still there.
The
yeah.
money will still be there, because we're over you guys. So
Just
if
want to
we,
make sure they get the three.
so if we match, there's still money in play when they in a sense.
The way I see it is if we match, they get the three, we agree with the select board.
Mhm.
So, I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Okay, so which way did it end up going?
906,
To you.
571.
Okay.
Anyone opposed?
Okay, let's talk, did you go back and discuss public works?
We did.
Okay. Where are we at with that?
And I should let you guys know that gasoline, the prices of diesel and gasoline are almost double.
Yeah,
Not,
right now it
not
is.
regular
Right now they
gas,
are.
but diesel is for their gas.
So we're going
Public
public works.
Works.
What's going on?
Yeah, I wonder.
In 2 months, it can be very different.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see.
It's not 30, we'll get all the next year.
All right, so what did you end up with the total
So
for
Public Works, we are at 1,200,993.
All right, that's a lot closer.
So we're off roughly 17.5.
18, yeah, roughly. Oh, 18. No, 17. No, 17.7.
It was sand, salt,
Nope, we didn't
Maintenance.
touch those.
Didn't touch that so much.
so did,
They're gonna be
you
off a
did
little.
adjust for your wages, right? 'Cause
Then
they
we
had a contract.
adjusted for the contracted wages.
Didn't touch that so much. I would be sure.
We did touch building maintenance.
Building maintenance,
Yeah,
one of those was.
How much did they take out? of
building
that?
maintenance, we have 25,000.
So there's 5 of it.
Fleet maintenance, we are at 62, 380, 338. You guys have 75.
That's probably that's most of the rest of it.
Mhm.
That's what we took most of ours because we were looking at.
Okay.
366. I think, hold on, 25, 10, 12. Can you hit like the payroll tax line?
Yeah, that's.
28,583 for FICA,
Yeah.
6,685 for Medicare,
Yep.
ML is 2,305.
Yeah, and then what do you have for Main State Retirement? 47,024. Yep. Okay, 118.
Where
Oh,
are we?
the, 5, 4250.
So I think we found the differences. So is the budget committee and the selectmen going to stay with their numbers that they have? Yes.
What is-
Selectmen are staying, okay.
What's the select board at, the 1218656?
Yes, ma'am.
What did you have for potties? Martin's Point, sorry.
Jordan. I saw, I'm telling you, Dennis the Menace.
Martin's Point is 2,800.
So Steph, we're not at 1181837, that's what I.
On Public Works, no, 1200993.
Did you guys have something in engineering? Yes? I think you had it called cemeteries, it's engineering.
It's cemetery care, 6,000.
Yeah, that's engineering, okay,
Yeah.
so that's the same.
So does the budget committee want to stay with the 1.2993?
Yes.
Right, and the selectmen want to stay with their 121,8656? Rick says yes, Nancy's a yes, George is a yes, okay, so we just stay at our numbers. All right, so then we move into capital, the projects. the ones we need to discuss, because the payments have to be made. Parking lot for 15,000, I know at first you guys didn't want to put any money in that, did that stay the same, or did that change? So you're not putting any money into that?
I was, talking to the board, I wanted to see what you had left over in the administration budget. If you had any funds remaining, use it for that.
Yeah, I know.
If you had any.
Yeah, no, that, there's a few things that I'd like to get, if we have any money left over at the end,
Exactly.
yes. Okay, so you've got 0 for that. Now, what did you end up doing with the cans with the transfer station?
25,000.
We did 25,000 for that, okay. I guess, hold on, I gotta back up a second. Parking lot, does the select board want to leave 15,000 for that? Yes, Rick's a yes. George? Yep, okay, so we leave ours alone and there is 0. Cans, we had 0, you guys did 25,000, do you want to talk about that? Go ahead, Angie.
I wrote down what you had talked about, and we did the fire, we did add the 15 to the parking lot.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
It's not, it
No,
wasn't resurfacing, it's spraying.
no, because that was Mark's, what they had left.
Because you already have 15,000 in the budget right now to have it.
But
Right,
It's not gonna cover it.
15,000 was appropriated last year, it just wasn't
That's why I
enough.
was seeing what you had left over in the administration budget.
I thought the
Take those funds.
152,793 had fire, parking lot, police, public works, excavator, and the transfer station.
So hold on, so we have the fire engine, the truck lease, the tanks, you're right, resurface the parking lot, the tasers, excavator, roll off cans, and that was it.
Transfer, yeah.
That's where we got to the 177.
No,
So,
152,793.
hmm,
152,793.
well, but we put that $25,000 back because it can,
That's how we got to the
No, we took the
152,793.
25 from the excavator out.
Yeah, we
And
amended
that's
it.
how we got to the 152.
yep, that's right, sorry.
Okay, so from the bottom things,
But we had the recent.
Yeah, we put the resurface back in
so
there.
that's back in there now?
Yep.
Yes. The only thing
Okay,
that was,
so
the
now
only thing
that's
that was
the
taken out was the road bond, Marsh Road bond, excavator,
Excavator payment, take that out,
and 20 for the school. That's what we.
152,793.
All right, so the roll-off containers, you put 25,000 back in that?
Yes.
Okay. So you say, and does the board still want to stay at 0 for that?
Yes.
Yes, yes, okay.
What was your?
Okay. Now, the school, the board has 20,000 there,
We have 0.
you guys have 0. Nancy said we need to talk about this.
So when we talked about the warrant article that we put together on Tuesday, we said, you sell the school, if you say yay, you do this, but if you say no, then do you raise and appropriate 600,000 is what we put there.
What?
What?
Whoa.
What?
Isn't that what we did?
No,
No, you didn't, there was conversation around that, yes, but I don't think it's gonna go, do you want to sell it, or do you want to keep it? That's
or you
the
wanna
first
keep it,
question.
it's the first
The
question.
second question was, do you want to sell it to a nonprofit, or do you want to sell it to something that can be taxed?
Tax revenue.
However the lawyer wants to write that, but that's the gist of it. And then we didn't really go any, that was
I
discussed.
thought we said a third question, or third comment was, if you say no, you don't want to sell it, this is what it's gonna cost to maintain it. Right.
I don't think that's a question, I think that's a comment, if somebody, I think we present that, this is what the cost is gonna be if we keep.
We're already over 6,000
It should
now.
be
No,
included.
yeah.
Almost 7.
Oh, yeah.
So we're almost over
Well, I
7,000.
mean, the taxpayers gotta understand too, when they're voting on it.
So where's that
If
coming
they
from?
vote to keep it, then we're on the
Good
hook
question.
for $600,000+.
That's right, that's what I'm saying, that needs to be part of a conversation, yeah.
And that's why I think that we thought we put it in there. That's what.
That's what
I'll
I
just
thought.
steer 'em.
That, well,
Well, not just.
I thought-
No,
but just
it's
the
not, it's
idea.
transparency,
Yeah.
it's putting it out there.
we took the primary school out thinking that taxpayers could make the decision on whether or not
Sell it or.
Sell it.
keep it.
We either put it
Do
on the
that.
bid. or
Yeah.
So if we keep it though,
Or
we
even,
have no money in the budget anywhere.
To keep it
To
going.
do anything with it.
but even if we,
But they can
I
still
mean,
go with
even
you
if they
guys,
vote,
right?
even if they vote to sell it, I mean, we're already in the hole this year, so we've gotta have something to
Still
keep
doesn't make.
I hear your question.
it, to maintain it.
So that like where you guys have the different number, you have the 20,000 still in, they could still vote for your number, right? And
Yes.
then, like, if we kept it, they would keep, I don't know what order in the meeting we should vote on this after though.
Correct.
When is the question coming out?
What do you mean?
That's how
About
we-
whether-
Town meeting.
So,
At the next town meeting, which is
June. So if they vote to sell it, then the other questions don't mean anything.
Right.
It's done.
They didn't have
If they say to keep it,
funds.
then we go to the next one.
Well, if they say to sell it, and they say, let's say they want it sold for tax base, then we have to find somebody who wants to buy it.
Which it goes out to bid.
We're gonna just
Per the
do it
charter.
to bid and go, okay.
You have to hope it gets sold in a year if they go with our number.
Well, I think it should be put in the paperwork so that we can
We have,
open sealed bids, whatever,
if it goes up to bid,
bid.
then it's
Oh,
30
yeah.
days.
30
from the
days,
Time we
yeah.
put it out to bid, it closes and they take,
They got it.
Once you sell it, who cares what happens?
Right.
right.
Well, so that was my comment, was to do it as a bid. All bids have to be received by 5
If you're
PM on
open,
such
yeah.
and such a date, and then be realistic about it. You have 90 days to take full possession, to pay the
I
town
mean,
and
or
take full
you're
possession of the
hybrid,
building,
not
so the
full bid.
math for the town should be.
Yeah, but
We're hoping for more than that. So give us $500,000. Yeah.
Shouldn't be anything, right? We really shouldn't need to operate lights, heat, none of that,
But
so.
we're gonna have some,
Money will be gone.
no matter what. Do we have like a minimal amount in there?
Oh, it'd be nice
We
to
have
be
nothing
able
Yeah,
in there.
and I'm fine with that because I
Put
feel
that
like it was
money
abused this time. It was very clear on September something date's meeting that it was meant to just maintain it and keep the heat so that it was just maintained so pipes didn't burst. And somehow it has turned into a complete debacle and we're overspending and nobody's accountable for it.
But isn't that what we did? I mean, the heat was not correct, right? It was just enough to keep it from freezing cold.
It was turned to whatever, 60, whatever Siemens had it, because they were controlling it.
If
It
they,
wasn't turned up.
if they vote to get rid of it and they go with our number, which is 0, it's July, there shouldn't be any heat. Hopefully it won't cost us much for a
Cost
month.
us anything
It's
for
still
3
electricity.
months.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can take a certain amount from undesignated, right? If you had to. You can't take any.
None.
right now, they broke the law by spending more than $20,000.
So we got 7,000 we gotta come up with right
You
now.
guys can't like emergency do anything, like up to a certain amount.
If it is an emergency.
It's not a, yeah, it's
But
It
not.
really wouldn't be, yeah,
No.
yeah, true.
All right, well, I mean, they want 0, and I understand the argument, but I also understand we need some money in there, so.
M&T.
I'm going to assume that everybody's gonna buy into selling it. And I would like to reduce that 20,000 down to 5.
Second.
Okay, all in
Okay,
favor?
Sure.
Okay.
Better sell it.
Get on that,
Nancy, we all heard it.
We're all gonna be.
Quick question.
Sebastian.
I couldn't watch the video Tuesday. Was not streaming live Tuesday.
Nope, there was no video.
That's what I'm saying.
And
So,
apparently there was nothing wrong with that. Funny.
well, that should be looked into then. But anyways, who did the warrants? Who decided how they were gonna be written? And I thought you guys said there's 3 warrant questions for the school.
We came up with what the gist of them are, I'm having the lawyer write them. Yeah, we're not writing them. We just
So
have.
are, hypothetically,
Jordan.
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
you're fine.
Kind of to piggyback off what Scott was saying, like, people can put in bids. If they put an unreasonable bid in, If we know the school is valued at a certain price, are we gonna be able to turn that bid down?
Yeah, you just have, it just has
If
to
it's
be
written that way.
reasonable. Yeah, it just
You have
has
to
to be
word it that
reasonable.
way.
And that piece doesn't even have to go into the
Warrant.
warrant
They have the right
because,
to accept and reject any and all bids.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they also have to have it, when they accept the bid, they have to show proof that they have the funds.
On capacity.
yeah. So that'll happen when you put out the information about the bid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wasn't.
Well, yeah, you don't want to sell it for $10.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Like to at least recoup what we've spent.
Nancy, I thought, sorry,
No, go ahead.
didn't George say something about letting the committee come up with their own verbiage?
No, I was looking for input the other night, but not their own verbiage.
Yeah, because I don't think we should be getting any input from that.
He did say that, but
No,
I,
just in general, what, you know.
Yeah, but the committee members, they're not all of them are residents from the town.
right. so
Right.
I
that's
have a
not
hard
fair.
time with the non-resident telling our town what to do.
Right.
Okay, we've got 5,000 over here, we've got 0 from the budget committee, let's go on. You guys added something else in
We
before.
got the 5,000 for the SCBA bottles.
Yes. Is that something the selectmen want to add in now that we've brought our other number down?
So can I,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Like, I know we talked about adding the 5,000 and I'm not opposed to keeping
For the
it
bottles?
for the bottles.
Yeah.
But are we reducing that line in the budget then? Because we're already accounting, that would be like 2 pots doing the.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we discussed
Dividing
that.
the tax.
Well, originally last year,
Definitely,
I thought,
I don't think we'd be able to buy packs. If they're, I don't
aren't
know
they
how much
like
that is.
8,000 or
Yeah,
something
that's
for
a
the
crazy
whole pad?
number, I'll look
It's like-
it up.
It's 9,600
Yeah, because we talked about it last
for
year
a full setup.
for the full set, but we wanted to at least do something for the bottles. I know
Yeah.
that, but in
Yeah,
our
7,300.
budget, we,
For an air pack.
We spent 34.
With a bottle?
34,000.
With a bottle, yeah.
I had a number or something.
So in reality, that SCBA bottle replacement should be in the fire department operational budget. Because,
Should be planned for by the department head, yeah.
right, we should,
And I think it is.
they should know
I
that
thought
every
we did
single
that.
year, we have
So many
30
years.
SCBA bottles.
Right.
These are the years of expiration, we replace, 5 or 10 per year, and that should be in our operational budget, not in the capital.
Not in the capital.
well, it's not that I disagree with you on that, and that was the conversation I had during our meeting, is that my only fear is it's fine, it needs to be in their cost center.
Yeah.
But if they're not using it, then we need to, in a sense, manage that and make sure it's getting done. 'Cause that's equipment that has to be, used. Like, they can't just.
It will be.
Go.
A bottle will be,
Then how are
because
we?
it's got expiration.
But that's what my
like
question
that's-
is. Why are we-
Air packs are more of a
Angie.
capital expenditure,
Thank you,
because
sir.
like, if, as you update, you don't want different model air packs. You know what I mean? Like, you want all the same air packs at the same time, so that would be like a capital expense, but the bottles, it's like, should be budgeted.
Ideally, it would be budgeted, but given the fact that we currently have a shortage,
Sure.
the capital expenditure felt like the right way to immediately
That's
address
it.
the situation.
That's it, yeah.
And then going forward, it becomes a budgetary item, but we can fix it now.
And I think that was the
Felt like the right
rationale why
idea.
we put,
Yeah.
so they have 21,000 in safety equipment, and then we added the 5,000 so that they could do a
Okay. that's
Start-
bigger
what I
start
was-
one-time
rotation,
purchase now to
I just
get
wanted to make
ahead of
sure
the
that's
curve.
where we were
Because
at.
the
Yeah.
chief said he had one spare bottle.
Yeah.
He wanted to get one spare bottle, he has one spare bottle.
And if someone goes to training, that spare bottle's gone, or he's
Yeah.
pulling one off the truck.
I failed to buy that argument, and I would ask for the inventory to look at.
They-
One spare bottle, where does that number come in? Is he saying that we have 12 air packs with 12 spare bottles for those air packs, and then we only have the 13th one?
He's considering, so all the trucks, all the wells are full.
Right.
So all the extra bottles are full on the trucks. So when people go to class, they have to take out of the well, because the only spare we have at the Cascade system in the stations, we have one. So
But, so that's,
we pull off of trucks to send people to class.
for me, it sounds like we only have one spare.
One spare total,
bottle
yeah,
for-
that's,
for
yeah.
20 packs, so that's not the case. So how many SCBA bottles are there in inventory?
I can pull that out.
And again, trying to do a one-time purchase, $10,000 for air bottles, get you back to the same place you are in
Well-
10 years.
Well, that's why we're doing five.
It's
Five,
fine.
another 5 years to five.
Or do, start rolling the expiration dates.
Yeah,
So every year you're buying two tanks.
I heard you say that, it's 5,000 the operational budget and then 5,000 the capital,
No,
then just 10,000.
just 5,000 in capital.
Okay.
But
Capital
there's
as it's
21
fully thing.
There's 21,000 in their budget for it.
Yeah.
We were
For
just adding,
safety equipment.
right, which that 21,000, according to the separate sheets, is supposed to cover some of those bottles, but we're trying to give, and correct me if I'm wrong, we're trying to give them either 5 used or 2 brand new.
Yeah.
And then start the rotation, they use their budget to
Yeah.
start doing the rotation of adding new bottles.
Yes, we're just trying to increase the overall inventory number.
Austin, would you know when was the last time you guys bought this?
I do not. I'm pretty sure it was under marketing.
Believe it was
Like 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
2017 was the last capital purchase of bottles.
Last year, when we were presented the same thing last year, it was quite a few bottles that needed to be redone. It's cycled out.
I believe it was like.
Yeah,
8
in
or
16,
9.
17, we bought air packs of all, I believe. And the air packs was like
It was 34,000 something. that was-
Yeah. Somebody
Okay.
brought
I had
that
the number,
up.
I was looking at
Yes,
the last
it was
meeting.
you. Yep.
That meeting.
This is gonna die, so I'm gonna put this on.
All right, so the budget committee had, the budget committee has $5,000 for SCBA's.
Yes.
Do the selectmen want to do that?
I think they can manage that operational budget at the moment,
Okay.
and see where they're at. Again, in 2025, they turned in $7,800 in safety equipment that we didn't spend out, so somebody didn't plan. Somebody's plan does not constitute my emergency.
That's my phrase.
I have to agree with that.
All right, do you guys have anything else in that?
So they have money left over.
No, they don't.
Oh, I know what you have,
They turned in-
So we
the
have,
PTO.
no,
They're down.
in our capital fund, no.
Okay, but I thought, didn't you discuss moving 20,000 from undesignated into a reserve account for PTO? No?
So we've had conversations about making that recommendation
To do what?
To
Oh,
take
for the,
20,000,
to build a PTO.
Yeah, PTO, yeah.
like a reserve capital account, just to have the money earmarked for that in case we need it.
For
Exactly.
PTO or for comp time?
PTO.
When the auditor was here, I talked to him about that, and he says he wouldn't have an issue doing it in a 2-year process or a 3-year process. He goes, the odds that everybody leaving in 1 year is not gonna happen.
That's right.
Right.
So you can
And a
do it
lot
in
of times you
2-year
can
process.
absorb that right in your budget anyway, so that money could be sitting
Reallocate
there for a
It's here.
while.
Yep.
But it's there if it's
But
needed.
this way, you're not raising the funds.
That's right.
You're just transferring them from here to here. It don't cost money.
Correct. It's not costing anything.
Instead of raising every year, yeah.
Yeah. So is that something the budget committee supports? Did you talk about that at all, other than a quick, brief conversation?
I think we brought it up as a conversation to recommend it. I don't think we
Yeah, I think
actually.
we were gonna discuss it with the board, yeah.
Okay, what does the board think about that?
So.
How does that work? So say we do that, we put, let's just say we put $10,000 in it for this year.
Yeah.
Nobody leaves, so we don't touch it.
Correct.
It's-
Stays there.
2027 comes along, or 2028, whatever the fiscal year is, comes along. That money just, it can't carry over.
Yes,
Yes,
right,
yes,
it's
it's
in
okay.
a reserve account, it does.
It's in a
You
reserve
can
Yes.
earmark it
Your
for
journal,
that, and then
it's
it.
journaled into that account.
Right.
It's just like a capital account.
Yeah, that
What we
doesn't
do
come out.
for, don't you have one that's like that too?
Jerry does.
An earmark?
Yes.
That's why I thought.
No,
it's
no,
not
no.
the same
Whenever
one.
we put money away for a fire truck or something like that.
It's for an emergency account.
So you got 5 years.
Yeah.
As long as
But you did previously.
Within those
provide
5 years.
earmark.
you do some funds,
You
you're
did
good
for
to
the
go.
truck.
And it's only for PTO if somebody leaves, or
That's
is
it.
it also for comp?
PTO.
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 Comp time is payroll.
So essentially.
It's just an unfunded liability and you're just gonna fund it by putting a name on it.
It's better than raising it every year, yeah.
Comp time is the same thing though. You carry 200 plus hours of comp.
But that's more controllable, right? So PTO is a benefit, people earn it. You can't control when someone's gonna leave, and that has to be paid out,
Right.
right? The comp time, that's up to department heads to manage and keep it realistic and reasonable and not let it get out of control.
Well, we need to change the personnel policy to decrease the amount of comp time people can have. That's the way to do it. That's the way to manage it, because you can't have personnel policy say that you can have
Yeah.
500 hours of comp, and then a department head saying, no, our department only 100 hours.
Well, so the
It's
personnel
that all time
policy
and a
says you
half.
can have up to 500, right?
Right.
The department head should be really trying to keep that to nothing.
The 500 is not correct.
200.
It's an
already-
example, as an
I don't know
example.
the number.
No, you
It
can't
was
be
an
different. I was like,
example,
oh
to
my
be
God.
clear.
To earn comp time through overtime. So the department heads, when they're doing payroll, should be taking that overtime, putting it in that comp time account. And actually, it saves the town money potentially to do it that way.
Yeah.
The person using their comp time, if they're using it during regular work time to take a day off, it's almost like donating time to the town. So we shouldn't discourage comp time because it could work greatly to the town's benefit.
No, but you're also getting comp time that time and a half,
Yes.
so,
Earning it.
yes.
Earning, paying it out.
Right.
You plow all night for 10 hours, you get 15 hours of PTO that goes into your comp, you take the next day off. That payroll for that day is already budgeted, you're getting paid out of your comp time money. Essentially, you're donating that time to the town, and the town is making out. The department head should just manage, this overtime was spent, I should put it over here for when it gets used, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Budget committee recommends 20,000 for that? Is that what your recommendation
I
is?
don't,
So,
I don't think
What was
we
the
ever,
total amount that we had? Was it
I
20,000?
no, it was a lot,
It was a
because
lot.
PD alone was 46,000.
So I think if we go 20,000 this year, just to transfer, it's just,
They're right, that's all it
it's
is.
not costing zero.
Right.
So.
And you're not even, it's not even spending it, you're just
That's right.
earmarking it.
That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
You're taking, if we have $3 million in the bank, you're
Give it the
taking
20,000.
minus 20,000, and you're just putting it over here.
Yeah.
I would support the
Is that
20,000.
even the valid?
You can talk about liability, liability.
So, yeah,
Yes.
Funding a liability
Yeah, that's
account.
it. That's easy.
so that, does that even have to go to vote? Can the selectmen just vote to do that?
You're spending money, you're moving it from
transfer it
undesignated to
undesignated.
designated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's right.
okay.
Yeah.
So you're recommending 20,000?
Well, Mark is recommending
I'm just.
20,000.
All right, budget committee, other than
I just figure if we do it in,
Mark.
I just figure if we do it in 3 years at least, put it in
But if
40,000
we
next
did-
year. Or you can do the whole thing.
So-
if we did it kind of like they said though, if we're doing it, say, plan for the next 3 years, like at 10,000 or 4 years, whatever. Or just keep it at 10,000, because I can't imagine like somebody, like the whole department getting done again.
Well, remember though, that this PTO is for the whole town,
That's right.
right? So is it realistic that 5 employees could leave over a 2-month period? Maybe.
It's happened.
I think if we look more globally in our surrounding area,
Yeah, we just had 5
things could happen.
leave another time.
So here's part of it though, when people leave, you don't generally immediately fill that position, you have to advertise, it takes time.
So there's some.
So you can pay some of that out of the normal budget. I think 10,000 is safe, and then, I mean, if we get to you next year and we've spent it, then we'll readdress it, but I don't see that really. I think 10 is safe.
Yeah, that's how I
You're comfortable
feel.
with 10?
Yeah, just because like if they choose to go rogue and all walk out, then,
Then we deal with it.
we deal with it and we earmark it next year at a bigger cost.
Okay. So the rest of the budget committee, 10,000, sound like a reasonable amount? Scott, knows, Marky, Alex?
I feel more comfortable with 20.
It's not costing nothing.
Nancy, thoughts?
Zero cost to it.
About where they.
You guys want to split the difference and say
It's
15?
staying in undesignated surplus. They're just gonna take, if you have $100 in undesignated surplus and you take $20 out, you still have $100 in.
You
It's just
What about, are you comfortable?
You just can't spend that.
He's right.
So we're divided 20 to 50 to 10, so would everybody feel comfortable doing 15?
He's not budgeting.
So I will.
I mean, I'm fine with 15 too, but I get what he's saying now, like, but my question isn't like, are we taking it out of the budget line item?
No.
No.
So it's just
The
literally,
the $3.6 million that we have in undesignated surplus.
yeah,
If we move $20,000 out of
add
it,
that.
we still have $3.6 million in undesignated
Okay, well
surplus.
then that, I'll do the 20.
It's just
So
earmarked.
first
I
off,
thought
we
to
have
put money from
3.6
a
in
budget, we
undesignated
had to go
funds.
back and revisit.
I
I
know.
does not want to go back
No.
and revisit any budget.
It might
We
not be
did
that
go
far
back
off
and
the
revisit
mark,
to
though.
take it out already, right? On the meeting we did that.
Yeah, we did. That's why I'm saying I don't want to do that again.
Okay, so you guys, so it looks like you guys are at 20.
Are we at 20?
I don't care, 10, 15, or 20.
Say
Just
40.
whatever. Just get something
I'm
out
getting
there.
what I want.
Pick one.
I say the 20, minimum 20. And
All
you
right,
can do
they've
nothing
got
the
20.
next 3 years.
Where's the select board at on this?
40.
I just.
Oh, you would. All right.
We're together in a meeting on Monday.
I'm struggling with this a little bit, because so right now, we're managing it and taking it out of the individual budgets. And if we put it in an undesignated, or make this separate account, and you're going into that account to get it, you're not taking it from your regular budget and putting it over there. And I'm less worried about the long-term people as the short-term turnovers that we've had, where they might have 3 days of PTO.
Correct.
And that really should be coming out of the current budget. It should be when it's over the amount that they would normally get in that year.
Yes, I agree.
Then the policy.
So then you have that 20,000 in that safety net.
Right, but unless we make that comment specifically, it's not gonna work that way.
That's how I understood we were doing it, is that it was basically a security blanket for if people decide to get done and they've been here for.
If it's not in your budget, then you gotta pull it out of someplace.
Right.
Right,
There's the place you pull it from.
right.
And
It's like an emergency fund, you know what I mean?
Our concern too is if you budget for that at all in a budget, then you do it every year and you're taxing people every
Right.
year on that money instead of just this year putting it in an account and then if somebody happens to leave, it just comes out of that account.
So originally, we had put PTO in all of the departments, right? But like I just said, off the top of my head, police would have totaled up to $46,000. Do we really need 46,000 in PTO in one department? No. So then we went back and scraped it all off,
Instead of raising appropriate,
And-
it's just appropriate.
came up
Right,
with
because
this
if you
instead.
think about it, like, if one of us was going on vacation, that's already counted in our full-time wages in a sense.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
But if
So
you
this
decide not
is-
to come back from
this-
vacation.
This is-
Yeah, so that's what, that was kind of our train of thought, is that this is more of an emergency, so if somebody gets done and they're banged out at like, 150 hours, we'll be able to use their wages, but then if we don't have enough in the wages, we can kind of pull from the security blanket to get it done, and then we move on.
So then I'm more comfortable with 10,000. And I think we need to have a policy on how it's used.
Yep,
And I vote with
absolutely.
Nancy.
I agree.
I vote with Nancy. I'm all
Okay, so
about that
now the
policy.
board's back down to 10,000
With the policy.
with the policy.
Oh, I should have called.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nancy's at
I've got a
her
policy
list.
So the budget committee,
I'm still doing that.
Will we go-
It don't cost
do
nothing.
we agree with 10?
Not comfortable. If we don't use it, then it doesn't. But it's there as a provision.
And if we don't use it next year, if we don't use 20,000 next year, we don't have to put any of it.
How much can
Just
we,
is there you
how
go.
much can we carry over?
That's that's a reserve account, so that just keeps rolling over.
Well, as far, because it's earned paid time. Oh. So how much can they carry over?
Oh, Polly, how much can they carry over in earned paid time?
200 hours.
It depends on the year, sir.
So
Yeah,
what's,
it does.
what's the max that someone could have in a bank?
400?
Yeah, ask
400
Jared, he's been here
hours?
the longest,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm maxed out
He's maxed out, 4, right?
on PTO.
I'm trying to bring it down.
How many hours are you maxed out at?
We get 400 hours.
400.
400. It's in the personnel policy.
I don't have it.
I didn't get
I thought it was 200, so I'm off on that.
Well, it sounds like it steps every, for
It does,
so many
for
years.
so many years,
Okay, so
yeah.
now the board's at 10, the budget committee's at 20. We want to split the difference and go 15.
As
Back to
long,
my,
I'm with Nancy though, there needs to be a policy.
yeah,
Well, they
absolutely.
should put a policy anyways. And if you don't use the 20 next year, you don't appropriate 20,000 next year.
That's right,
That's
that's
it.
right. It's
As
just
long as you
sense.
maintain a $20,000 in there, or even 40,000, doesn't cost nothing.
Well, I think 10,000 is comfortable. I do.
So can I ask, before you decide, I just want to make sure I understand, the 185,000 that we talked about setting aside for, well, I had suggested, I think we voted on that, right, not to use it for offsetting
Yes.
taxes, but to put it away for assessing. Is that coming out of undesignated funds?
Yes.
And does that figure into what we have remaining here?
I don't even look at this over here.
Yes. I
So
think it does.
I just want to understand what that does to the overall totals, and do we still have the money that we think we have?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that we're not spending too much.
No, we're underneath what the auditor was comfortable, even with that 185,000. We're okay.
I know. So you guys are thinking of using it at 185 for
Assessing,
To put toward the re-eval.
because they canned it last meeting.
Well, you're talking over $300,000 to do an assessment.
Right,
But
so,
it's gonna happen,
Oh, you're gonna have to do it, once you hit 70%, you gotta.
so,
and I think
We're
we're
at
we're
64,
And
there.
we came to the point, we did.
yeah, we're at 64.
And we did a market analysis because it was during COVID, and we're like, we don't want people to get nailed on it, so we did a market analysis.
And they're gonna shoot it down again.
Before COVID.
Well, they might not keep shooting it down because,
They're scared.
well, their exemptions are going down. When you're at 70%, that's right, if you're at 70%, you're only getting 70% of your exemption. So the lower that goes, they're gonna start saying, okay, let's do this.
The thought process, I think, for a lot of the people there are, well, if I vote it down, then my taxes don't go up.
Right.
But what we have to do as a board is make sure we educate them so that they understand that if they don't do
Keep
it,
doing that, yeah.
it's going to drive their taxes up, and they need to do it to keep them low.
Right.
Some people don't understand when you do 100% valuation, it fluctuates property tax.
It does,
Oh, we're at what?
a third go up, a third stay the same, and a third go down.
Mobile homes usually the ones that make out on the deal.
All right, so the 185,000, like they just said, the select board decided that, no, they weren't gonna use it to offset taxes, they wanted to put it toward a re-eval, see if we can get money to set aside for a re-eval.
And the budget committee also said no to the 185.
Oh, well, then.
Well, we said we were told it was to offset taxes.
Well, that's what that was the original thought,
I could
yes.
support the 185 to use it towards the reval.
Okay, what about everybody else on the budget committee?
I agree with that.
Set it aside for the re-eval? Okay.
Yeah. That's what we have.
All right.
Because I know last year, was a long discussion about that.
I don't know that we agreed on a number, I kind of let us down.
I don't think we did, Nancy. I think we agreed on the policy.
64%.
I wrote down a number, but I.
Oh.
So now we're at
Did they not agree on the
357,
number?
793.
Oh, I moved on.
No. I said I like the 10.
Okay,
They said
sorry.
I like 20.
Budget committee, sorry, I guess I skipped right over you guys and did something else. Back to the,
They have 20 for the PTO.
okay, thank you. All right, we only have one thing left, and that's the interest rate for,
Well,
oh, what, you did something else?
just to be clear, so I know in our meeting tweak this, we were going with this 352, 793 number, not to exceed that, and at this point, now we're $5,000 over that. Does everybody have the is what it is?
So
No.
ours, what, we were at 152, 793.
Yep, then we added the 20 in for PTO, so that brought it up to 172, 793.
Wait, but I thought that was just moving over.
Right, I do think that was
That shouldn't be
adding
added.
that.
Well,
That shouldn't be
It's
added.
not being used, it's, yeah, that
Yes.
20, the 20 or the 10 or whatever we ends up in there isn't being used, it's just being earmarked, so I mean, the money's still there.
But
You're not
But we're
spending.
not adding it
It's
to
still
our
gotta
capital.
be, it's still
Yeah.
gonna be shifted.
Yeah, it's gonna be shifted.
Yeah.
Right,
So
undesignated to designated
Correct.
fund.
Correct.
If you matched our 10, you'd save yourself.
I got a plan, don't worry.
And then the 185,000 brings us up to 357,793. 357,793,
Which is above what we
which
wanted.
is
Yeah.
5,000 more.
Yeah.
So let's shift 5,000 into
5,000.
SCBA's.
Oh, we dropped that PTO to 10.
We can drop containers to 20. Or back to 12.
You could drop the assessment to 180.
Stop it, that's like, that's a lot of money for that thing.
Okay, do we want to go PTO to 10?
10 more than you had before.
I feel more comfortable dropping PTO to 10 and not touching the.
Okay, all in favor of PTO at 10?
3.
2, 3, 4.
Well, you have to wait for
Five.
Scott to get back.
Oh, we got a last minute straggler, 5.
I'm at 40. Split the difference.
So you get 5.
You get a 5, so that.
It is-
Yeah, there, we got 6, yeah.
Yes.
Scott, are you on board with dropping the PTO down to 10? Okay, so that's 6.
All right.
You keep dropping this?
That actually,
I got it. Well,
Does not-
I always just do it on my phone.
just so you know, that number of 10,000 does not affect what you're appropriating.
Correct.
You're not spending those funds.
No,
No.
we
Just want to let you know that.
we get that.
Because everything else you're spending out of
Okay.
surplus.
So now I think
You're
we
not
just,
spending the 10,000.
that's everything.
I know, but
Well,
we need
that's
to
why-
make the numbers work.
So you guys know.
All right, so that's everything, we just need to, all right, we need to decide on the interest rate.
I'm just telling you,
Stop
Okay.
talking.
your numbers are wrong. Your numbers are wrong.
Well, that's what I asked about a few minutes ago, like, why are we including the 20,000 or the 10,000 into this if we're not actually spending it?
Exactly.
What we're talking about is
Well, that's what I had
spending money.
said, but then they said no.
No, we're not spending it.
But the possibility to spend it is there.
Yes.
But, and that's the thing is, yes.
Now you're creating a
you're not
liability
spending it, but now you've locked it in an account.
Yeah.
So therefore, it does adjust the
It
total
does.
of what we have available
Correct.
to us.
He's correct.
Because that 20,000 would be locked in that account.
Yeah,
We can no longer touch it except for PTO.
correct. So that's
So,
right, you can't spend it on
Townspeople,
something
I want
else.
to take that 10,000 and put it back into the regular undesignated surplus. Okay, done. Guess what? Now you can spend it.
Yeah, but now you have to have a special meeting for
But,
that.
yeah.
You were gonna need $10,000.
Okay,
Okay.
let's
Let's
move on.
finish. Let's finish. So it's the interest rate on unpaid taxes. The maximum that can be charged this year is 7%. Last year, I believe you guys went with the maximum, which was 8.5.
No,
No?
no, George reduced it down to 7.5.
Wow.
Well, because that was the maximum last year. That was all we were allowed.
Well, this year it's at 7.
Well, this year, I motion that we do 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Second.
Rick, yes? Nancy?
Yes.
All right, select board's at 7.
I have right here, George made the motion.
All right, budget committee, where are you at with interest rate?
The max was
That doesn't
7,
even come to the
7.5.
7.
7.
No,
No.
I
Okay.
mean, I guess you could, because you guys could recommend something lower. That we only charge 5% for unpaid taxes, but again, the theory is that,
It forces people to pay their taxes.
Okay.
yes, they'll pay
Right,
something
fine.
else before they pay their taxes.
So for the budget committee, do we want to go with the 7%?
I say go for the max.
How about 0?
No?
Well, we don't collect taxes, we can't pay them.
All in favor of 7%?
Because it was, what did you say, what was last year, 7.5?
Yeah, 7.5, yeah. Okay, so 7%? All right. We are done.
Question, where are we collecting taxes so far?
We're not gonna do some.
Now, we're gonna keep the prepayments at 0% too?
The what?
Yes. Pay the taxes early?
Yeah.
Jim Waterman used to do. Pays his taxes early, hey, do I get, interest on that? It's my fund. No.
Doesn't matter. Those changes are-
You leave your mother alone.
Well, remember they
Nice
also
lady.
had, if you overpaid, remember?
Yes.
If you overpaid your taxes.
And that's.
All right, on the schedule, there was a meeting scheduled for next week, but we're done. We don't need to do anything else, so.
Yes.
Deal with that.
Nancy and Mark, question for you. No, please. The quilt that was made for Sabata's 150th. Does anybody know?
That is Historical Society.
Yeah, awesome.
It's, it's kept in a way so that it will not deteriorate.
Awesome.
That's my understanding.
Okay, I just want, I haven't been able to find it.
I haven't seen it, but I have heard quite a bit about it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, everybody. Thanks for a good meeting. And
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Awesome, baby
we're
girl.
adjourned.
Yeah, yeah. You know that.
Well, not yet.
I get that.
Don't cry.
Barely hold her head.
Give her, you're gonna be amazed at the change in 1 year's time and how much she's gonna, oh my God.
The change just over a month is crazy.
Oh my God.
Have a nice day.
Not yet.
Right.
I will get to it. Just let me get this.
End the stream.
Just kept going, kept going.
That was a touchdown.
I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Is the history